Assalamu alaikum dear students, I am Mansur Ali, lecturer of mathematics APTC. Today's my topic is all about exercise 1.3, and inshallah ta'ala after this lecture you will be able to solve exercise 1.3 some questions, and later on we will finish the exercise 1.3. Okay students, exercise 1.3 question number 2. You are thinking about the question number 1. So from previous lesson, from previous lecture, if you have watched my previous lecture, so you'll easily do question number 1 by yourself, although that I have mentioned the homework question number 1 as well. Okay, so question number 2, evaluate each limit by using algebraic techniques. So algebraic techniques, what does it mean by algebraic techniques? For example, uh, if I'm just what is algebraic techniques? Okay, for example, I'm just saying that a square minus b square is a plus b minus b, and a cube plus b cube is a plus b square minus ab plus b, and all the formula of algebra. So we can apply for the algebraic techniques. And why we used algebraic techniques? Because 0 upon 0 form we don't want. Okay, means 0 upon 0, that is indeterminate form. So if we put, like in question number 1, if we put limit x tends to minus 1, x cube minus x, x plus 1. So if we put minus 1 in terms of x, because limit x tends to minus 1 means limit x approaches to minus 1. So minus 1 cube is minus 1, minus minus plus 1, minus 1 plus 1 is 0, and in denominator minus 1 plus 1 0. So 0 upon 0 form we get. So for this indeterminate form we have to do something, and by using algebraic techniques we can remove the denominator. Why? Because something upon 0 is undefined. Okay, so now you can see that we can just have the common, took the common, x is common, x square minus 1, and by the formula x minus 1 x plus 1, so you can cancel out x plus 1 with x plus 1, so x minus 1 is remaining. So you can see now that there is no denominator, so the function will be defined. So by the applying limit, the answer is 2. Now this question, again if you put x tends to 1, the form will be 0 upon 0. So how can I do it? I just arrange x cube with minus 1, and I took the common minus 3 here, so x is minus 3x is common, so x minus 1 is here. Okay, and again in the denominator I took the common x, so x square minus 1. So by applying the formula, means algebraic techniques, a cube minus b cube, this is the formula, a cube minus b cube, a minus b, a square plus ab plus b square, minus 3x x minus 1 is same, and by the applying the formula of a square minus b square, this is the formula, a minus b, a plus b. Now you can cancel out this x minus 1, this x minus 1, and like terms we can solve, minus 3x plus x minus 2x, and you can see that in the denominator if you put x up tends to 1 or x approaches to 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2 ones are 2, so there is no 0 in the denominator. Okay, so by the using algebraic techniques, the denominator do not goes to the 0, so function will be defined. So now we can apply the limit. So applying the limit, then that it means that if you have x, so you just put the value of 1. Okay, so 1 is square minus 2 times 1 plus 1 and same is in the denominator. So 0 upon 2 means 0, and this is the defined value. Okay, this is defined, but 2 upon 0, this is undefined. Okay, so the answer is 0. Okay, this is some difficult part we can use. Now put x is equal to a plus h. Why? Because if h is the little increment, okay, if h tends to 0, h tends to 0, so x tends to a, like this. Okay, so I'm replacing x is equal to a plus h in this question. Okay, so a plus h raised to the power n, same, a plus h raised to the power m, same. And this is the binomial theorem that you have learned from first year, that a raised to the power n plus nc1, a raised to the power n minus 1, b plus n minus 1 upon 2 factorial, and so on. So applying the binomial theorem in this and in the denominator as well, and you can cancel this a raised to the power n minus a raised to the power n and this a raised to the power m to this a raised to the power m. So this is the thing that we remain. Now you can take the common, h is common, so only first term we get n a raised to the power n minus 1. In second term only one h is remaining, like this, and in last term h raised to the power n minus 1 because we took the common h. Okay, and same here, h is common, so only this thing is remaining, only one h, and h raised to the power m minus 1. You can cancel this h by h. So now you can apply the limit. Why? Because if you apply limit s tends to 0, so it will this whole term will be 0, this whole term will be 0, only this thing is remaining, and this is not tends to 0, okay, in the denominator. So applying the formula, only this thing is remaining, like this I told you. Okay, and upon m, and you know that if we just shifting the power from denominator to numerator, always we change the sign, like this, plus 1 minus 1 cancel, and this is the limit of this question. Okay, this is a trigonometric function. First you have to remember this formula, that limit x tends to 0, sin x upon x is equal to 1 means sin box upon box is equal to 1. Why I call box? Because you never have always sin x upon x. In some places you can see that sin 7x upon 7x, sin 6x upon 6x, sin ax upon ax. Okay, so sin, what I call box upon box, sin box upon box is equal to 1. Okay, now look at this, sin 7x upon x, किस चीज़ की missing है? Yes, 7 की missing. So I'm just multiplying 7 and 7 divide because of the balancing. 7 से multiply कर दिया, divide कर दिया. So 7 sin x is here and 7x is here. So 7 is the coefficient, it will goes from the outside of the operator, like this, and limit x tends to 0, sin 7x upon 7x. So sin box upon box is equal to, this will goes to the 1, and 1 7 is 7. So this quotient, this function limit is 7. And same is the next part, x upon tangent x. We know that tangent x is equal to sin upon cos, and I'm just shifting this thing to this and this thing to this. So cos x sin x upon x. Now this by the theorem that we learned from previous lecture कि लिमिट अगर ऊपर भी हो नीचे भी हो तो दोनों जगह लग जाती है ना. Limit x tends to 0, cos x upon sin x upon x, so this will goes to the 1. Okay, but you know that cos 0 is equal to 1, so 1 cos 0 is equal to 1, 1 upon 1 is 1. Same as this question, sin ax upon bx. Okay, so I'm just multiplying, divide ax upon ax here and bx upon bx, multiplying and divide. Okay, for the balancing. Now sin ax upon ax चाहिए, ठीक है. Sin ax upon ax. So this ax move towards that side. So this ax is here, and this ax is sin ax upon ax because of the I want to apply the formula. Okay. So sin bx means this bx is goes to the outside like this, and this bx is from the we can make the denominator. So now look at this sin ax upon ax and bx upon bx. We can apply the formula because of theorem. So sin it will goes to the 1. So a upon b is the answer. Again sin x degree upon x. So 1 degree we know that pi by 8 180. Okay. So pi by 180 is equal to pi by 180 x upon x. So multiplying and divide by pi by 180. So pi by 180 से multiply भी कर दिया, divide भी कर दिया. Okay, fine. So now look at this sin box upon box. Sin pi by 180x, pi by 180x is here, and this pi by 180 is outside from the operator. It will go to the 1. So pi by 180 is the answer. Again the same thing. Let pi minus x is equal to t, or we can say that x is equal to pi minus t. Why? Because when x tends to pi, t tends to 0. Look at this, x tends to pi. अगर x pi की tends करेगा तो t कितना होगा? t 0 होगा, तभी तो x tends pi करेगा ना. ठीक है. So for this question I use the algebraic technique again. I'm just letting like previous questions, x raised to the power n minus a raised to the power n वाला. ठीक है. Now look at this, sin x is equal to what? Pi minus t. Okay. So pi minus x, because pi minus x is equal to what? T. Okay. Pi minus x is equal to what? T. So sin pi minus t is what? From allied angle. Sin pi minus theta, sin pi minus t, sin pi minus theta. This is a allied angle. Chapter number 10, first year. Sin pi minus theta is equal to sin theta. Sin pi minus a is equal to sin a. Sin pi minus t is equal to sin t. Sin t upon t. Now by the formula of sin box upon box, it will goes to 1. Again I'm just converting sec x and cos x. So 1 upon cos is same. By the LCM, 1 minus cos square upon cos x, 1 minus cos square is sin square. Okay, so sin square x means I can write sin x with sin x. So this sin x, it will goes to this x, sin x upon x, box upon box बन गया, and sin x upon cos x is tangent x. Okay, so tangent 0 is always 0, and this is 1. So 1 multiplied by 0 is 0. If you have any question, so please ask. Thank you for attention. If you have any query regarding this lecture, feel free to ask through WhatsApp group. I'm waiting and to give in every question, every answer. Okay, thank you.